So I just made a whole video about 11 minutes long. I actually made two videos about this because I don't really know where to start. But hey, y'all, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Azami, and if you're not new here, welcome back. I hope you guys are doing well today. I know that I told y'all I was coming with this video about 2-3 days ago, but I'm coming to y'all with this video now because about 2-3 days ago I didn't have the words. I didn't have the words to really speak my truth, and I low-key been feeling like a restriction behind like being able to go with the flow of how I was speaking to y'all before I made a certain transition. And now I'm like, okay, well, it's time for me to get back to that. So let me get back to this, and let me tell y'all about how I believe feminine consciousness isn't mainstream. Listen, if you mess with me, make sure you like the video, okay? And make sure you subscribe. These femininity coaches, these femininity gurus, they come to melanated women trying to tell us how to be feminine with their straight hair wigs. So unnatural hair, with the face full of powder and makeup. So unnatural face. Sometimes body is altered. Okay. Sometimes wearing all this materialistic things. So fake materials, fake objects, honestly, that appear appealing and will pull you in and drag you in. So these femininity coaches, they look very appealing on the outside to drag you in and down with the BS that they are projecting and putting onto social media, trying to tell you how to be feminine without really giving you guys what it actually means to be feminine. Okay, putting on masks to let y'all know that y'all need to put on a mask along with them in order to be feminine. But that's not being feminine, that's appearing feminine in the eyes of white male patriarchal society. Okay, that's appearing feminine in the eyes of this demonic world that we live in. And so when you step outside the world and you open your third eye and you realize that none of that is real, none of that is actually like progressive internally, externally, it's all just for looks, it's all just for appearance, because these coaches will tell you how you need to be, how you need to look, and how you need to act to be feminine, because that femininity is centered around men. And when you start centering your femininity around men, how are you feminine? Because the femininity was never about men. Femininity does not center men. Okay? Of course, femininity cannot and will not coexist without masculine energy. But that masculine energy, you don't need a man for. You can find that within. And if you project your masculine energy onto a external masculine man, then that is to your detriment. So listen, it's all about finding balance within. It's never about how much money you can receive if you activate this, how much men, how many trips, how many material things that you can acquire. It was never about that. It has always been about getting back to nature. And when you think about getting back to nature, you think about the abundant source of feminine energy that exists on this very planet, and that is the earth. The earth is inherently feminine. The earth, Mother Nature, they call it that for a reason. And so if the abundant source of feminine energy is nature, then why would existing outside of your natural self be more feminine? And while we're talking about nature, let's really get into it. All right. I remember this video, this lady, she was talking about peacocks. And peacocking basically means when you flaunt yourself around others for attention. But the thing about peacocks is that the male peacock is the one showing its feathers. The male peacock always has the prettiest feathers. And when we think about how men always grow longer hair, longer lashes, longer nails, they are naturally very beautiful. Okay, women are naturally very beautiful too, don't get me wrong. But men also grow their muscles, and they can really get big muscles. And it's natural, and they use these muscles to flex and flaunt so that they can attract women, so that they can attract a mate. And this is natural things. Men can naturally grow muscles, men naturally have that ability, even if they're not really working out like that. So let's think about that for a second. Okay, before you get that BBL to attract a man, let's think about all these men that's in the gym to attract you. And and I also think about like the BBL body and the BBL aesthetic, and every time I start feeling the need to compare myself, I'm like, okay, well, what about this is desirable? Why do I feel like I desire this? Why do I feel like I need to achieve this? If I go to the gym and I start working on my abs and my legs, why am I trying to work on these things specifically rather than just trying to be strong and trying to be healthy for myself? So, yeah, we're going to bookmark that. We're going to bookmark that because when I first got into this consciousness, I'm like, okay, well, yeah, let me look pretty and presentable. Let me put on my makeup so that I know that I'm leaving out the house and I'm making the effort. But wouldn't my effort be my skincare all around? Wouldn't my effort be taking care of my body? Wouldn't my effort be going to the gym? Wouldn't my effort be eating healthy and making sure I'm always eating healthy? Because eating healthy keeps my skin clear. Going to the gym keeps my mental always clear, keeps me present, keeps my body strong. Wouldn't taking my herbs keep my immunity healthy? Wouldn't making sure that I take care of my skin also keep my skin glowing? So it's like, okay, that is the effort. The makeup is not the effort. The makeup to appear like you look a certain way that you don't really look like, to exaggerate certain features of you, will only make you more insecure. And so when I detach from this makeup, I don't even wear makeup like that, bro. For real. Like, but when I really like get into it and like, okay, like I wear the mascara for a reason. Like I wear the lip liner, all that for a reason. Like I want to look a certain way. I want to feel beautiful. Like, come on now, like all these piercings, all these tattoos and stuff that we get is for other people. It's not really for the self. It's to appear a certain way to other people. It's really for the ego. It's really feeding that sense of identity that really doesn't exist. What these femininity coaches don't talk about is how really activating your feminine energy exists within you and exists within emotional control, emotional balance. And when you control your emotions by being present, you are able to start tapping into your creative energy, because your creative energy is going to be what brings you abundance, because you are already abundant with that energy. You have a womb. You are creation energy. You are able to birth a whole human being, a whole life force outside of you. So that is your abundant energy. Your womb exists as a portal. And so that's why we connect with that kundalini energy in order to project and contribute in a positive way to the earth. Because think about it like this. When you poop, every poop benefits the earth. Cat poop benefits the earth. Your poop benefits the earth. Cow poop benefits the earth. All that benefits the earth. And so you're releasing something. So everything that you release is to your benefit. If you are absorbing things that are of the world, and when I say of the world, that doesn't mean of the earth. Of the world necessarily means of the society. That's what the world is, really. The society. It's the hive mind that exists, that keeps the demonic energy flowing. So consider that. Consider, what you contribute to the world is what you feed into your ego. And what you contribute to the earth is all the qualities that you possess naturally. So that's why I say feminine consciousness isn't mainstream, because everybody wants to appear as feminine, and they tell us, oh, get your own money, have your own money, you don't need a man for nothing. And I need a man. I need a man to open my jars when the jars are too tight. Like, I need a man to provide for me when I don't have. I need a man to assist me with grounding myself and my emotions. I need a man for the man's guidance, for the man's leadership. I need that. That will allow me to completely activate my feminine energy. And not just that, but I know that the man is inside of me as well. And, as of lately, I've been finding more balance within, trying to balance my masculine energy and my feminine energy and allow it to coexist inside of me. And for when I wasn't posting like that, I was very masculine minded in that short frame of time, trying to like activate my masculine energy after being such a wild feminine for so long, like. And now I'm like, okay, I can still be wavy, but I can be linear in my waviness. I can still be holistic, but I can also still be concerned with my own personal development and growth as an individual. So I can be both of these things, and I'm allowed to be both of these things, and I'm allowed to exist as this way. And there's no problem. Like, I can find balance in this. And so, of course, I also have an external masculine, but I also have to look at myself and see the masculine and feminine that exists within me. And a lot of people aren't doing that. A lot of people are just, trying to be and exist and survive rather than just being humble and really living. I think that instead of having goals that are of the world, so instead of having goals that are, like, I'm going to make this money for this, or I'm going to make sure I get this type of car, I'm going to make sure I get this type of body, maybe your goal should be, I'm going to make sure I have this type of mindset, I'm going to make sure I have this type of emotional control, I'm going to make sure that I have this type of mastery of detachment in order for me to completely thrive as an individual and for my own health. Instead of centering things around, instead of centering your goals around material, it's better and way more healthier to center your goals around, being a better person and activating heaven in your mind so that you can be in heaven forever. Because once you're in heaven, there is no hell. Hell is not existent. And when you're in heaven, you're in heaven forever. There's no getting out of that. Okay, there's only transcendence. And so remember that your natural self is your most feminine self. Okay, yourself without the makeup, yourself with all the hair. I stopped shaving a long time ago, and I don't plan on it because I know that this hair protects me from certain bacterias. That okay, for your yoni hair, whatever bacteria that you can get through sex, your hair protects you from that. Okay, your armpit hair protects you from whatever is in these fake clothes. You know what I'm saying? Whatever materials made out of these fake clothes, so or these fake clothes are made out of. So everything is for you and not against you, so you shouldn't remove any natural aspect of yourself to appear as a certain thing for society, for the world, for your own ego. And it's good to continue and consciously shed your identity all the time. Consciously fast, consciously get with God, consciously pray, and work on building your intuition as a woman so that you can thrive and exist in peace and harmony with the world around you. Not the world as in society and the high mind, the world as in the earth around you. So yeah, guys, make sure that you stand up on your health, and make sure, and health on all aspects, spiritual health, mental health, physical health, all of that. Make sure that the goal is to be a better person and not to appear as any projection of what this type of specific person looks like. All right, I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you check out my Etsy shop, link in description. All right, bye.